Hey guys, what's up? Hope everyone are doing great. Welcome back to Canigo Vlogs. So today I'm going to talk about a detailed review of Ford Endeavour. So this is the keys for the car. It says Ford on the back side, and on the front we got unlock, lock and a boot open button. So this car is like a beauty and a beast, but is discontinued due to the BS6 engine. And let's open the hood right now. So the car is powered by a 3.2-liter diesel engine which produces 197 bhp and a maximum torque of 470 newton meters. And there's the isolation pad. Let's close the hood. The grille of this car is not a stock, it is a aftermarket. It has got LED DRLs, headlamps and a fog lights and parking sensors all over the car. So this is the LED DRL, LED headlamp and a halogen lamp for the high beam, and the fog lights are LED too. The car is all muddy, don't mind it. And coming to the front, it has got 18-inch alloys and the tire size happens to be 265 by 60 tubeless tires. It has a 3.2-liter bashing right over here, RVMs. And coming to the rear, even the tire size happens to be same 265 by 60 tubeless tires, matte black. And coming to the rear, it has got LED tail lamps and indicators, and this is the Endeavour batching. It says titanium written right over the left side and 4x4 on the right side. And the washer is placed right over here. And this is the reverse camera along with two LED lights for the number plate visibility. And these are the parking sensors, and this is the towing hook. And under the car we got a exhaust and a spare wheel. We got a lot of hooks placed right all over the car. It's placed right here and here. And this is the 12-volt charging socket. Here is the empty space. And there is an LED light placed right over here. And the seat happens to be 60-40 split. We have to just press these buttons and they automatically fold in. And the boot capacity happens to be 450 liters. According to your choice, you can split the seats. Even the second row seats we can split. This car is a capacity of 8-seater. And let's open this right now, and we got a jack and a tools and a empty space. So let's close the boot by pressing this button. So that's how the LED tail lamps look like. And here is the fuel tank which has got 80 liters capacity, which gives us a mileage about 8 or 6 kilometers per liter. On highways around 10 or 11. Man, the car looks so stunning. So there is the antenna along with a panoramic sunroof. And that's how you get into the third row by just pressing this button and folding the seat and sliding it. And you can easily get in the back row, third row of the car. And it has got a sufficient leg room space. And here is the cup holder along with hooks. There are a lot of hooks on this car. Here is one more hook. AC vents at the rear for the third row along with a reading light. Again a hook. Again a cup holder. And these are the headrests. The seats are all leather. Even the headroom at the rear is sufficient, which I will show you. So coming to the second row doors, we got a black wood treatment with a 1-liter bottle capacity, window controls, a chrome finished handle along with lock and unlock buttons. So that's how you can adjust the seats in the second row. So there's the magazine holders on both sides of the seats, and these are the headrest, and this is the armrest, and we get two cup holders. And there's the AC vent along with the reading lights, all LEDs. And here is the AC controls for the rear passenger along with a 12 volt charging socket, blower controls, and grab handles placed on the both sides, keyless entry. And on the driver's side again a black wood treatment with 2-liter bottle capacity, window controls, chrome finished handle along with lock and unlock controls. The mirrors give us a very wide angle. Here are the controls for the ORVMs, event and controls for the lights, high beam, low beam, and other modes. And here we got the buttons for the boot open and the hood. Controls for the seats for driver and co-passenger is automatic, while in the second row we get manual seat adjustments. Here is the seat belt adjuster along with a mic. There are a lot of controls on the steering wheel, and on the left hand side we got controls for the volume and for the phone, and on the right hand side we got a limit setter, cruise controls, and here is the engine start stop button. And on the left hand side we got the controls for the wiper, and as on the right hand side we get the controls for the indicators. So this button is for hazards. Coming down we got volume controls, radio controls, and AC controls, different AC controls, along with a USB port and a 12 volt charging socket. And here we got a space for a phone holder along with a USB port. And here we got controls for auto parking, 4x4, and traction on and off control. Here you can change the modes of the car: grass, sand, hilly, and normal mode, and other modes. It has got a 6-speed automatic transmission, and here is the two cup holder space, handbrake, and the space in the armrest is decent. And here we get a light and a lot of storage space. And on the driver side we get a vanity mirror along with lights, grab handles, and even on the co-passenger side we get vanity mirror along with lights. And there is a specs holder, and these are the controls for the lights along with controls for the panoramic sunroof. In the middle the controls are for the sunroof. The sunroof occupies 70% of the roof, which gives us a lot of visibility, and it is a massive sunroof on this massive car. A lot of space offered on the sunroof. Specialty of Endeavour is that it has a dash leather which looks so premium. Even the steering feels good. And here is the instrumental cluster, which is a combination of analog and digital. And on the left hand side we got controls for entertainment and phone controls along with time and temperature. You can even control the radio frequency or change them. And in the middle we got a speedometer along with gear indicator. And on the right hand side digital meter we can see engine heating, tire pressure, RPM meter, and kilometers done and off-road axis, and digital speedometer, average speed, distance to empty, battery symbol and danger indicator. This is the TFT display. So here we can control audio, radio frequencies, and climate controls of the car, and phone, navigations, and it supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And here we can connect our device, and in settings we got a lot of controls. Even the touch of the screen is very good. Here we got clock format, auto, time zone, reset clock, and let's go back. Sound controls, Bluetooth, phone, and general settings. We got language, measure units, temperature, software license, touchscreen beep sound, and automatic updates, Android Auto performance, vehicle settings, camera settings, enhanced park pilot, rear view camera delay settings, display settings, change the background or brightness of the display, and other modes, and light settings. We can change the ambience light settings of the car: red color, orange color, blue color, purple. And in valet mode, no, voice control. Let's go to home. We even get a compass on the screen. A reverse, we got adaptive guidelines. When you get too close to an object, the parking sensor indicates you. And here we can change the camera modes. For much of the last 2 decades, if you have wanted a big burly 7-seater SUV that doesn't have a luxury badge on front of it, you have aspired for the Ford Toyota Fortuner or this Endeavour. There have been others, but those two have been the ones that have caught the Indian buyer's fancy. The car is very easy to handle despite the body being massive or bulky. The car has got a lot of body roll and produces a good amount of engine sound. And there is a slightly 1 second lag when you accelerate quickly, and even the headrests are too hard in the second row and third row for passengers. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Please don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.